Let me just say this. These guys are champions on and off court. I start every press conference. We're blessed to have this team and to have these two young men, the MVP, and this is like Einstein with the basketball right here. It is a joy and a pleasure. The triplets are a really good team.
Really good.
They're very talented.
Really good team.
These guys they study film, they take in game planning, and then they just know how to play the game when the game's on the line. And all season long, they're playing hurt, and they're just digging deep. So I'm appreciative.
I just want to say one thing before any questions start to kind of diffuse all this. We're not really worried about who's 4-0, 5-0, who's playing first. It's who's going to get there to the finals. That's it, right? You don't win the championship in the 5th game of the season, And yeah, we're excited because Corey has a banged up hamstring and I have a banged up, calf injury that I came back early on. And Corey being MVP and us having the team that we have, it's not about triplets. It's not about three-headed monsters. It's just about us. And like Coach said, the triplets are amazing. They're a great team. Joe Johnson just was in the NBA 2 years ago. I mean, he's still in his 30s. So, I love Joe. I've always been a fan of Joe. And, he has a great cast around with Allen Anderson and those guys. But, like I said before this game in the locker room, it's not about anyone else. It's just about what we do as Power and Nancy Lieberman leading us. And, having Corey Maggette is, for me, it helps me sleep better at night.
You said that you guys don't win week 5, but this obviously felt like a playoff basketball game. Did it feel that way for you guys as well?
Maybe I can answer for it. Hello? Okay. I thought it was, I guess, the atmosphere. If you think about, leading up to this game, the triplets, and more importantly, you have 2 women coaches, right, who's battling against each other that are both Hall of Famers. That's pretty cool to think about that. And I think for us, since we experienced the championship last season, we thought of this game as a preparation for us to get back to the championship. And these are one of the teams. This team, as well as the enemies, three-headed monsters. But we approached this game like it was any other game. But we really wanted to win. At the end of the day, every guy on the floor wants to win the game, no matter if it's the regular season or going into the postseason for us in the finals.
We also, let me just say something. We wanted to win this game for Chris Anderson.
Yes.
When Corey was out, we wanted to lift him up, even though he couldn't be with us for the 3 games. When Katina went out, that's just how our mentality is. We miss having Birdman with us, but he's here in spirit. But it's not easy. He's the defensive player of the year in this league, and he covers up a lot of our sins. So we miss him, we love him, and we hope that he'll be able to get back after his surgery.
It seemed like their game plan was to be pretty physical with you. Can you talk about that?
No, listen, I don't want to say nothing too disrespectful.
Please do.
I'm crafty, okay, and it's not trying to be big-headed or nothing like that. I'm only 60%. So whether they crowd me or whether they be physical with me, that's who I am. I love physicality. We have 2 more weeks to rest and get better, and hopefully we'll see them later on down the line. But it was cute. It was fun. It was fun for me.
Corey, the league cracked down on some of the players that were sitting on the bench for a while, due to maybe not being in shape or injuries and things like that. You came back last week playing like the MVP you are. Was some of that because of the crackdown, or was it your time to come back? Was this your scheduled time to return?
Actually, it had nothing to do with me whatsoever. Clyde Drexler, as well as Ice Cube, knew the severity of my Achilles. The first year in the Big 3, I tore my Achilles. And so I didn't want to have the same situation happen in Week 3. I think just with our training staff, Tommy Andre as well as Jaza Miranda did a great job of getting me back. And Nancy was basically trying to prep me to maybe play in Atlanta. I felt that I personally wasn't ready. And that following week, I felt I was ready to go. I did a lot of work. Like I said, I got to give a lot of credit to our staff, getting us back. And as far as the other players, for Jermaine O'Neal, who was a 6-time All-Star, I know Jermaine O'Neal was having health issues with high blood pressure. And so when you got cases like that, you don't want to worry about it. For the other guys, I actually had, I don't know. This was Q coming to them and trying to say, hey, if you guys don't want to play, then we have to move in a different direction. But I think everyone that's been on the floor are really trying to compete, because this is such a blessing to play. I retired early because I blew out my right knee, and I have trained my butt off to play in the Big Three as well as Coutinho. Our careers was cut short, and so for us, we really take this serious. I mean, it's a blessing for us to be in this position and then play the game of basketball that we love at a high level.
This is the first day that I haven't had vertigo since the first week of the season.
Wow. True.
Listen, I'm happy. I'm telling you that one. Forget the calf right now. I'm just happy I ain't dizzy.
Nancy, what does it say about the league that the Big Three gave female coaches, women coaches, an opportunity to coach the men? And what does it say what sort of message does it send to other leagues, maybe like the NBA, that there should be more women that are able to coach men? You see Carol Lawson going to the Boston Celtics.
Sacramento Kings.
And Lindsay, thank you. There's not enough women out there, but just talk about what the league has done. Just kind of piggybacking off what Corey was talking about with you guys being Hall of Fame coaches going against each other.
Well, just the fact that the Big Three wants this world to be about inclusiveness and give us opportunity. We have to earn the right to be here with these guys. They have had incredible careers. It's our job to be able to be a part of their success. This is a players' league. This is not a coaches' league, even though there's big name coaches. But for the Big Three leadership to have 2 female head coaches is fantastic. I think other people are seeing this, and you're seeing the acceleration on the NBA side. So I have to give a lot of credit to Adam Silver and the league. I think there's 6 or 8 females now coaching in the NBA. It's no longer just the Nancy and Becky show, okay? Those days are over. We're getting opportunity. We have to bring added value to our teams and to the players that we're coaching. And we have to continue to learn. I've been around this game as a head coach for almost 25 years. Every practice, every game, I learn. I have a willingness to learn from Corey Maggette. I have a willingness to learn from Coutinho or Baby. I have to grow too, right? They have to grow me in this game as well. But we work well together, and it's a privilege.
In basketball, we talk about strength in numbers. The Big Three doesn't have that same kind of volume or density. Would either of you or Nancy like to elaborate on just like the close? You've all been a part of special teams. You guys seem like a very close-knit team. Everybody standing up on the bench. It's a 30.
Everybody wants to be around me.
I don't doubt that.
Oh, well, I can elaborate to your statement. When I actually selected all the players on the team, it was a reason why. It was not just all KD was talented. Quentin Richardson, I've been playing with Quentin since in 4th grade. He's from Chicago, from fellow Chicago. I know he had heart, toughness, and grit. Coutinho Mobley, his career was cut short, but I knew that Coutinho Mobley plays like a champion. Even though in the beginning he's never won an NBA championship, his mentality, his pedigree was the way. When I chose Big Baby as well as Birdman, if you look at those 2 guys, even for the Boston Celtics and for the Miami Heat, they are champions. I really tried to surround our team around championship. And in the beginning, we actually were really trying to follow Big Baby as well as Birdman and Nancy being champions, Hall of Famers. And that really led to the camaraderie of our team. And right away, I said, if we're going to go out to every city, and Kid Coutinho and Nancy can attest to this, we're going to have dinner. We're going to eat together. We're going to go, if you guys don't know me and Coutinho and Quentin Richardson, every city we go to float tank. We're going to a float tank to make sure about IVs. We do all this stuff as a team. And I think that really, it sinks as far as the way we play, our emotion on the floor. Every single player is pulling for each other on the court, on and off the court. And that's because of what the culture started early. It starts with Nancy. It starts with Nancy first. The way she brought in the attitude, the toughness. Last season, this was in Thousand Oaks at the Mamba Academy, Kobe Bryant's gym. Right away, she came with the mindset, we're going to be champions and we need to be together. And we actually just kind of
In 1,000 plays.
Nancy, Nancy, your team has a lot of players that can score, you know, and what I've learned playing basketball is when you have a lot of guys that can score, it's tough to have one basketball out there. Do you think that these dinners and these hangout sessions help you guys share the ball?
Yeah, I actually think it does. We have something, we talked about this amongst ourselves. We have something very special. We've all been around the game for many, many years, and we have something very special amongst all of us, and it's not lost on us, and it's our families. We're constantly FaceTiming or talking to their kids. I think the first thing I ask the guys most of the time is, how are your kids? You know, what's going on? What are they doing this weekend? The wives, the moms, the grandparents, they're all welcome to be around us. When it's time to get ready, stretch, then it's our time. And we have a thread that we won't share with you, but it's funny. These guys are funny. They're very sarcastic. They're they're in a very loving way. We're all childish, MVP child. But it's, you get something and you're like, okay, that's hysterical. And we're just so close. I mean, we love being around each other.
I mean, that's the key, right?
Right.
We just love being around each other. We just love being around each other. So, I mean, you know, I played with Julian in the summer league, and I just watching him play with his energy for us, it was just like, it was an easy pickup. He has the same mindset. He wants to win, and he'll do anything to win. And that's just with the rest of us. You know, I was a 20-point scorer in the league. Corey's a 20-point scorer in the league. But you know, we play well off of each other. Not only because we play together with the Clippers, but we just have high IQs and understand that when another person's going, we just pick it up for the other guy.
And also to test what Tino said, Julian Wright has been like a great godsend for our team. You know, we had two players that went down. He really stepped up to the plate. And honestly, that's a text to Tino Mobley. I called Tino Mobley about Julian. The only reason I know about Julian, we had the same agent when we were in the NBA. And I knew that he was a high energy guy that plays with a lot of passion. And we felt that he could fit our team. And so as soon as I sent Tino the name, he knew exactly. He pulled out all his stats, exactly what he can do for our team. Yes, we want to get him right away. And it just shows he truly fits with our team. It's a reason. You know, we just don't pick guys just to pick them. We really dissect on the reason why we're picking players. And it's truly a blessing, Julia, man, that you're part of our team and taking the time to eat from your family. Because that's, you know, our families is more important. We
Very
truly
important.
appreciate that.
Corey's the calm one, and I'm the one to cuss everybody out. So you know, Julian takes my cussing out just like Baby and everybody else. They know I love them. If I don't cuss you out, that mean I don't care about you.
Speaking of Julian, any questions?
Julian, what does it feel to be back in the area that you played college basketball in, and you see these guys, Bill Self, Roy Williams around, and I know you've been in Kansas City quite a bit, and you're not too far in Lawrence, but just kind of talk about what this feels like being in this area and getting the love.
It just brings back a lot of memories. First, I want to say you guys are too kind. Just like I said, just them bringing me on board. You know, I just want to do little things to help them win. But back to what you're saying, you know, I just had a chance to talk to Coach Self, Coach Townsend. He's now coach now, but he was my teammate Jeremy Case. So you know, we all put some years on us. But it was just great to see familiar faces. I try to go out to Lawrence before I hit the road, just you know, let my family see the campus and everything. So you know, just so they can see, you know, a big story program. But you know, I was here on business, so you know, I was happy to help the team. You know, get the win against a tough Triplets team. It was 4-0 before our game.
Julian, can you talk a little bit about your road to the Big Three?
Well, like I said, I went to the draft combine, and you know, I think I did well. I didn't get picked up, so I kind of joke about it. I said I went back to the couch, but I was still in the gym.
Hey man, we need to have a pick, bro. We just want you to know.
I know. Actually, story. Corey said after the draft, he said, "Welcome to the Big Three." I said, "Well, I gotta get drafted first." So I remember what he said, and then so I was just it's a blessing just to have done well enough where if somebody came down with injury to go to defending champs, I know I had to really step it up and help the team. But yeah, it's been great. I heard about the big three. I heard a lot in detail with James White, who I played with in Italy a couple years ago. So I was already hearing about it. Just to know that I'm able to help the team. It's just a blessing.
You did a track workout prior to reporting to the team. You gonna tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I was just trying to get in shape quickly, but maybe not too quick. So my legs were a little off. And I had to rest just to make sure I didn't lead to injuries. So now everything's calmed down, my quads and everything. I've been able to really get my legs under me, and hopefully it's showing out there now.
Corey, you talked a little bit about Joe Johnson.
We go right here. Right.
Yeah. What kind of challenge was it guarding Joe Johnson?
What you say? Wait, what?
I was asking, what kind of challenge was it guarding Joe Johnson?
It's a team effort, really. Coach Nancy, she's fiery, just trying to make sure we all understand what I did. One time, I rested and they passed to him, he shot, he luckily missed it, but we just know we have to try to make it tough, make shots. He's the guy who's going to take many shots. He's comfortable. He's been doing this for decades. So I just try to help, choose my length and try to make it tough. And I think he saw the crowd in it, so it wasn't like he was just one-on-one. So that really helped.
That's kind of my question. Is Joe Johnson the toughest cover in the league? I know there's a lot of tough ones, but
Corey Maggette is.
Well, I think Joe Johnson is.
outside of your team, is he probably one of the
Yeah,
toughest?
Joe Johnson.
I believe Joe Johnson is the toughest player. I think
He was the toughest in the league.
He was tough in the league.
He's great.
His nickname is ISO Joe because he makes plays. And I remember doing the halftime interview. Hey, you guys are jumping on him. And I said, hey, listen, we're not worried about the first half. It's more about what happens in the second half with Joe Johnson. That's really where he thrives the best. And you can see right away, he made a lot of big-time buckets. And again, like I told you guys before, he's a seven-time All-Star. And there's a reason he was a seven-time All-Star. And is 2 years removed from the NBA with no injuries. So, when he plays, he's still playing at the highest level as an NBA player. So for us, I've been retired for almost 6 years now. Tino, a decade is correct. at least 10. So for us, we really have to get ourselves mentally prepared to battle against Joe Johnson.
Take one more right here.
Speaking of mental preparation, you guys have a bye week, so you get time to rest up and recover. But right after that, you got a mental game against the enemies. They are the biggest trash talkers, not just in person, but on social media. How are you guys going to respond to their posts on Instagram?
We're not worried about all
They
that.
posted some on Instagram?
They will. Probably about Wednesday or maybe.
It honestly doesn't matter, and I respect everybody on that team. Gilbert Arenas, a former All-Star, who played average almost 27 points multiple times in his career. I'm really happy for the kid Royce White, who's really found his identity. He's doing MMA, but he loves the game of basketball, and to get a second shot to be able to play this game at a high level is great. He has a great attitude, and I love that about him. Sorry that Lamar Odom could be, because this was another second chance for Lamar Odom. Who else did that on that team?
Craig Smith.
Craig Smith. Actually, it's funny. Craig Smith, in the beginning, me and Coutinho talked about him early in season 1. He wasn't available to play, and then all of a sudden he's available to play the third year. He's leading the big three in three-point percentage, as well as averaging almost 22 points a game.
I'm gonna say this: we don't do commercials. We respect everybody, and I'm gonna say this: I hope they respect us.
They will not.
Okay, we'll see.
It's
them then.
okay.